We're on. Hello, can everyone hear us?
Oh, we are on. Oh, I'm
I
just
just
like
wanna make
sitting
sure
here
everyone can
staring at
hear
the
us.
floor.
Cause let's just see. Can you guys hear us?
I love that Eleanor is finally back. No sound.
Okay, yeah, it is.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
they can hear us.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Welcome
We're
back,
doing
guys.
something.
Oh. All
Yay.
right. It's a Monday, if you haven't noticed.
We're struggling.
Yeah, as always,
It's a
on
struggle for
Mondays.
us.
That's what we do. But welcome back to the After the Island. If you're new here, I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Alex.
And we are recapping all things Love Island USA Season 3. But before we break down last night's episode, Friday's episode, basically 3 hours of Love Island, we just want to thank our incredible sponsors, HelloFresh,
America's #1 meal kit,
BetterHelp,
online professional counseling,
and Nutrafol.
hair wellness from within. Also, Ana Luisa sustainably crafted jewelry.
Yes. So After the Island is brought to you by Forever Dog Podcasts Network. They have all of your favorite comedy and culture podcasts each week at foreverdog.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. So make sure to go check them out and check out their socials at Forever Dog Team on Instagram and Twitter.
And just like last year, we are live every single day, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't catch the live, you can go right onto our YouTube page and watch this immediately after it airs, or you can listen to us in both ears on your favorite podcast network. Spotify, Apple. Do it. Do the things.
Yes. And leave us a review if you do that too. We're always trying to push the reviews.
Yes, so let's get into it. There's so much that I honestly am blacking out right now. I don't even remember where it started.
Right. So the only way to go about this is to go chronologically.
Okay.
We need to take it step by step of Friday and then go into last night because there was so much. But don't forget, you guys, we will hit everything. We wrote it all down, so it will be there. So the first thing I have is Josh. We saw him sit down with Cash and kind of talk about the love triangle at the beginning of Friday night's episode. And I just wanted to say I thought that was pretty cool that he is giving advice to people. And he seems much more sound as a person ever since I saw him in that Paramount Plus 2 or 3 episode.
I'm wondering if he's going to be the same person once he gets outside of the villa.
Like, you think he might just resort back to, like, frat star ways?
You never know. Like, because you get into such a groove there.
Yeah.
That,
he's being his most mature self.
Yeah. And, like, you never know. I hope that he comes out and he's still the same. But, like, he's now the house therapist, which I love.
Yeah. So, I liked that. But, okay, the main takeaway from Friday's episode, in my opinion, was the whole scandal of Leslie and Genny taking pictures around the villa. So here's what I want to know. Were they for social media? Like, because I obviously know Leslie does social media for work. That is her full-time job. So, like, I totally understand that. Like, you know, that's part of what I do for work, too, is to, you know, take pictures. However, was that for her actual job, or was she just trying to get pictures in the villa? Also, like, did you need that many? Like, I would like to know, because we only see, you know, like 5 minutes of it cut on screen. Was that happening for like 3 hours, or was it happening for 20 minutes? Because there's a huge difference there too. Also, there's a huge difference between, like, in what it was for.
Yeah, well, it was weird to me because I understand what everyone was talking about that was saying, like, oh, it's kind of weird that they're, like, talking about social media. But, like, do I believe that all of the other Islanders weren't talking about social media? No. I think all of them probably asked, how many Instagram followers do I have? Because everyone asks that when a new person comes in. I think I understand the point they're making about them, like, frolicking around, taking pictures, like, all day, if that's what they meant. Because we never took pictures because we didn't even like have our phones. We just forgot about them.
Yeah, we never did that. I was gonna say that did happen on our season with Caro and Asada. They took pictures for a day, but it was nothing like what we saw here. Like, it was only for like probably an hour. No one cared. They were just having fun. It wasn't annoying. Nobody was fazed by it.
Yeah. I just like I'm not the person to do that. So like
No, we didn't do that. I didn't even know that was like a thing to do that. I actually didn't know they did that until I watched the episode back because we must have just been like missing for that in the villa. I never took a solo picture of myself on my phone the whole time I was there.
No. I was like, I don't want to see myself in this situation.
Well, this is gonna be even funnier. I just didn't want to take any pictures of myself there either because I didn't, even though the camera on that phone was good, I just didn't know if I trusted that phone to take pictures with it, and we didn't know if we'd get those pictures back or anything.
Oh
so
no,
it was like it was like, what's the point of taking them?
Once you relinquish that photo into the camera roll, all the producers can see it, so they have free range on posting it.
Oh, you're right. We did know that, so we were like, I'm not taking pictures off here. They're gonna start using them.
It was just, I don't know. It was like, it was just kind of funny, but
it was definitely funny, and I can see both sides a little. But I think in order to state where I stand on the situation, I would have had to have been there to see like how long was it going on for? Was it actually really annoying, or were they just kind of minding their own business? Like. And I think that's what would kind of change my opinion on that.
Well, also, it wasn't, this situation kind of confused me because they talked about that, but then they went into the raunchiness of the two girls. And
you're right.
They were saying like they completely shifted gears once they got into the villa with like all new girls. They became way more raunchy, which like obviously we didn't see.
Right, we didn't see that at all. I noticed that too, and I was like, what are they saying that's so raunchy? Maybe it was like so bad they couldn't air it.
Like like the boob thing that Leslie said. Like I didn't think that was that crazy.
No, I bet they couldn't air it is what it was. So I wonder maybe if we'll see it in the Paramount Plus episode. But I also don't know.
I think they scrubbed Leslie.
Stop.
I'm not gonna lie.
There is a comment in here that is so funny. I have to read it. Can I read this?
I can't.
Okay, well, someone made a joke and they were just like, maybe they were taking them for the OnlyFans.
Wait, do they have OnlyFans?
I believe Leslie does. Don't mark my words. Actually, I take that back because I have no idea if she has it or not. But I don't know.
Well, like you don't. I don't know if you're gonna get the pictures back. So
I know, and like we never knew that either. So we didn't have that. But
yeah. But moving on, it basically started a whole fight within the villa, and I cried at Matthew's joke about, like, Josh wants everyone to be straightforward and upfront with each other, so he goes behind their backs and talks about them to the boys.
Died at that. He was rattled. He was the most heated I've seen him.
He was so annoyed. He was like, no one cares. No one asked. I was like...
Yeah, he was freaking out. I was like, oh, whoa. So now we know that Josh can lose his shit, and so can Shannon.
Yeah, they're both. We'd love to see.
we both know that they can absolutely lose it at some point.
Yeah. So basically, like, they bring it up. Leslie brings it up at whatever they were like cheersing and stuff, and she said specifically, "I'm speaking on behalf of myself." She did not speak for Genny, which I thought was interesting. She was like, "I've only known this girl for like 2 hours or whatever," she said, and then. For some reason, like the raunchiness came up, and then Genny said something to Shannon about her and Josh having sex every night in front of everyone, and Shannon lost it. She was like, which I think is fair. Like, it's no one's business to bring that up, even though they are doing it in front of people. Like,
so
it's
not a valid point.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with the conversation, at least from my point of view.
I agree. It was not valid at all. Like, so not needed. Like, oh, let's just deflect what's going on with me onto someone else instead of just like discussing what's going on with me and what I want to voice.
And I kind of get like the way Shannon blew up like that because she was like, oh, I kind of see you as like a little sister.
Yeah.
So she was just...
She's like, if we feel like family...
And I would be the same. Like, I'd just be like, you're like my little sister. And that was just so uncalled for. That why the hell do you think that's okay, especially on national television, like calling someone out for that? It's just like they're not showing it, so why call it out?
Yeah, I would have freaked out too. I feel like when you're close with someone, you're allowed to get mad at them because you feel like they're family, so you know you're gonna make up and you know you're gonna recover from it.
Oh yeah, okay, so that like kind of whatever. it happened and then it kind of just blew over. Like,
Yeah.
talked about it the next day. Cash was like, come on, we're doing the twerk. What was it? The twerk out?
The twerk out? Wait, is this the next day?
Yeah. And then they do the kiss, marry, pie thing.
Oh, I thought the twerk out was before the stripper challenge in the next episode.
They do. I think they do it every day, like as a workout.
Okay.
But the kiss, marry, pie thing is such a funny game.
Oh, I love it.
Cinco just got blasted.
Olivia made a comment and was like, I should have pied Will. Like, why didn't I feel like Will should have gotten pied way more and he only got pied once.
Yeah, everyone was just mad at Cinco, I think, because Trina was just so upset about it, and they all saw it and they were all talking to her, so they understood. But I agree with Shannon. Like, she said, what did she say? She was like, my girl stayed loyal while you were entertaining a model. Why do they do not refer to Flo like as her name? They just call her a model.
Yeah. Maybe she's doing that to just try to get Kira going. So I noticed a dynamic that starts to build in Friday's episode and then starts to really come through last night over the 2 hours. I think that half of Shannon's pent up energy towards Will and disliking them as a couple is because I think they both think that they are the top 2 contenders to win. And although I think in other seasons no one really cared about winning or thought about it, I think that is absolutely different for this season. And I think that's why I think Shannon is purposely trying to go a little above and beyond to position Will as like bad, because I think they're kind of competing now.
Really?
I think they're competing now,
that.
and I think that that's why this is starting to build. And she's like, no one's calling you out for this. No one's like, why is Will getting away with this? Because she's so mad, because I think she's like, if they end up winning and beating Josh and I, then like that's ridiculous, since like Josh was loyal to me and Will was not, even though Josh made out with Leslie, and Shannon still doesn't know.
Well, like I just don't think Will and Kira have a chance to win this at this point.
No, I think they know
which is
now.
Wild. Like, that if that is something that they're thinking about, which I don't
know.
see that, but I got, because like I'm putting all of us into one group, but like Philly girls, I swear to God, like when someone screws up for their best friend, I would do the same thing. And I know like people do not agree with anything that Shannon did towards Will, but like when you feel like your friend has been fucked over, you're like, I will do anything to hurt this man. Like, I will do anything.
Yeah.
It's like a ride or die situation. And we didn't really see their friendship, Kira and Shannon's, which is interesting, like that she is so aggressive towards the situation, but maybe she's gone through this before with other friends or herself. So she sees like, she knows the outcome at the end, so maybe she's just standing up for her because Kira like isn't standing up for herself, or at least like we haven't seen it.
Yeah, I 100% think that is part of it too.
Yeah,
I think she just is like so rattled that Kira is so kind of like blinded by love. It feels like that she feels like I need to be her voice of reason right now, since she's not saying anything.
Yeah, it's.
Excuse you, person in the chat.
What?
Oh my god, somebody said something so mean to me in the chat. Whoa. Good morning to me. But also, the when they get in that fight, Genny and Shannon or whatever, she was like immature little girl shit, is what she said. Too.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it speaks to that Genny, I think, was just too young for this opportunity at the time. I wish she had waited a year or two to go on.
Yeah, it just, well, she basically, when did they get sent home? Was that last night?
Who? Genny?
Yeah, it was. It definitely
it was last night.
No, it's just she clearly wasn't there, or she didn't have a connection with anyone in the villa. And I really I thought that possibly she had something with Jeremy, but it's very clear that after this social media talk and like Jeremy kind of didn't have her back, which I don't really know how I feel about that, but they clearly just aren't into each other. I think
I have to point this out about Jeremy. How is he just like fizzles out of each of these relationships? Like, I think of every girl he's been with, he never like sits down and we hear from him say like, let's just be friends. It always just kind of like fizzles out, or he like ghosts in a sense, or like he'll hide from them in the villa until they get a hint, and then everyone just moves on from there.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe we just don't see it. I was like, wow, leave it to me. I know for a fact that Sid Jeremy is the one man that I was just like, oh, like, get him out. After we meet him, I'm going to be like, I love him. I love him.
He's gonna be our favorite.
Maybe he's like having Carrington, literally.
Maybe he's having like the most normal conversations about like letting each girl. So like that's why there's no drama really after, and that's also maybe not why it's shown at all.
Like, yeah, no, I think he's just like kind of chill and doesn't really care, and so he's just like, yeah, like I'm trying to make a connection, but I clearly just can't. So. Is there anything like astronomical that happens in the Kiss Mary Pie thing? I don't think there really was.
No, I just think that's where we start to see the tension with Will and Shannon build, though.
Yeah, for sure. I
was like, and also, I'm mad. Will ducked when Shannon went to pie him. So
I know.
She got half, and I was like, and I think she got a new pie to redo it. But she did it to
Cinco. I think just to make it like a there's a gnat flying in my face. I think she just did it to make it like Cinco, like number 5.
Oh, okay, that's true.
There's a gnat.
While Alex figures out this bug problem, let's just take a minute to hear from one of our sponsors. If you're looking for an incredible meal kit service, look no further than HelloFresh. HelloFresh cuts out stressful meal planning and grocery store trips with less prep, less effort, and minimal cleanup, so you can have a meal ready in just about 30 minutes. Choose from 50 menu and market items each week, from vegetarian meals to craft burgers and extra special gourmet options, all available. So this is what the little HelloFresh box looks like when you get it. It will come right to your porch. It's so nice. There's like ice packs in the box too that will keep all the food fresh, and then you just move it right into your fridge with all the meal cards, and it's great. And HelloFresh offers the flexibility you need to easily customize your order on the app within minutes. So just go to HelloFresh.com/AfterTheIsland14. Use code AfterTheIsland14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/AfterTheIsland14 and use code AfterTheIsland14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping.
And just another mention to one of our sponsors, BetterHelp. If you're looking for therapy, why not try BetterHelp? I know I have an appointment today to talk to a therapist, so I'm excited. And BetterHelp is a professional counseling done securely online. With BetterHelp, you can start communicating with your own licensed therapist in under 48 hours through phone or video, whatever works for you. Just visit betterhelp.com/after. That's better, HELP, to join the over 1 million people who have used BetterHelp. And you can get 10% off your first month. I can't read. At betterhelp.com/aftertheisland. That's 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/aftertheisland. Back to our regular scheduled programming.
Yes. So I think that kind of ends with Friday's episode, and then we can start Sundays.
How does it end? It
was just kind of it. It was ended with the Genny stuff.
Fridays was a little,
and then it picked up with the same exact thing last night. Is how it kind of started. They like kind of used like the same scene.
The social media thing.
No, just like kind of the talk and then the aftermath of Jeremy up in the bathroom with her, because that wasn't until last night we saw that.
Got it. And then Matthew Hoffman makes like just a random, very short comment about, he's like, just, we love knowing things. So knowing things, Leslie is not here anymore. Also other things that we know, like that was all we got. So I guess that's really all we're going to get. I don't think we're going to get an explanation, to be honest.
As Alex knows the explanation.
I do not know anything.
But they start again with another twerking lesson. That twerking game, and Will is like does not understand what it is.
Wait, like, I just noticed Josh trying to like bend his back, and he's like, I don't think I have enough jiggle. That's me.
It was funny. It was
literally
cute to see them all like messing around and having fun after we saw them all like heated at the end of the last episode. So it was nice and like more lighthearted.
Yeah, and then the girls, that's such a good point. The Cinco and Jeremy are checked out. Like, they clearly were over it. But Also, I just need to make a point, like, Cinco getting kicked off. Now I'm annoyed that he's not there. Even though, like, I needed him to make up his mind. Now
Oh,
I want
I'm
him
not.
back. I can't make up my mind either,
Oh
clearly.
no, I'm happy Cinco's gone, but I think they should have gotten rid of more people than they did. I think that other people should have gone home too.
Well, the one thing that kind of annoys me about this whole voting situation is that they tell us that we have the power to, like, send someone home.
We don't
and
have
then
the power.
every single time they leave it up to the Islanders and they always make the wrong decision. I don't think that last night's decision was wrong per se, but I thought they were going to do a twist and send 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
So the only people that they saved were going to be one girl, one boy.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Dump 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought too, actually. Okay, wait. Matthew Hoffman made the funniest joke. He was like, right after the girls were talking, they were like, Jeremy just keeps getting so lucky.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, justice for Giovanni. So Matthew must be watching the Twitter feed and stuff and, you know, roping in what he sees on Twitter into the jokes that he makes.
I know. They were like, oh, Giovanni would have totally made more connections if he was here right now. And
do you think he would have, though?
Yeah, I just miss him.
I know, he was so funny. He brought so much life. Like, Cinco did not bring life to the villa, even though he brought the drama.
Yeah, but that's like the one thing. It's like, what do we have now? Will and Will and Shannon drama. Like, I'm already over it.
I feel like new people are gonna come in though. We see new people coming in, so I'm like ready for like new situationships, new drama, new triangles. Like I'm over the Cinco Cash Charlie triangle. Like I need a new triangle.
I think Charlie is so off Cash. Like watching him last night interact, it was so awkward. Like I was just like, oh my God, she really just sent Cinco home, and this man is not about it. I think he is not about it, which annoys me so much. His face, like, you could read it like a book.
I don't know. I feel like he's almost. I don't know if I want to say what I want to say about that yet, because Cash, it kind of starts where Cash is like trying to talk to Cinco, and he was like really rude to her and like standoffish, and she was like, "Wait, what's happening? Like, why are you being like this?" And Cinco was like, I just feel like everyone thinks I'm a player and I'm just like bummed. And I feel like this is the first moment we really see him in his head being like, oh no, I'm probably getting a horrible edit. Like I am probably looking like the biggest player ever. And he just seemed like he shut down.
Well, the weird thing is, like, I don't know why he's acting like that, because he did the same thing.
I know.
Like it's I don't know. It's weird. But also, like, Cash is doing the same thing to Cinco and Charlie. The C and K names are really getting me.
I know, there's a lot of it.
When they had that conversation, Charlie and Cash in the kitchen, that's when I realized he was so off it. Like, she came up to him and she was like, I'm not here for Cinco anymore. Like, I'm fully for you. And he was like, well, we were just having a conversation that, like, did not seem that way. And she kind of just seemed like totally not checked out, but that she could be talking to anyone anywhere else and like be fine with it. Like she kind of just said her piece and didn't really listen to him.
Yeah.
And I think like his face to me just gave I am done with this. Yeah. And I think he's so over talking about Cinco, and like even though Cinco left, like the whole saying goodbye and the kiss and all of that, the not kiss, but he was like trying to kiss her. I just feel like even though she didn't do it, she said, if I did, I would be leaving this villa with you right now. So like I don't understand.
I know, I totally agree with you now that I'm hearing your thoughts on it. It's so funny because like when we don't watch together, we have such different opinions, but then when we discuss it, like I feel like we both kind of are like weighing things more. I think so. I think you're totally right. I think Cash 100% has feelings for Cinco. I bet she couldn't sleep after he left. Like, I don't, and I think Charlie is going to be over this real quick. I think the minute new girls come in, Charlie is going to flip his head, and she's pushing it too hard. She's like, he's my Prince Charming, he's this, he's that, and I think she just likes maybe like the idea of him on paper, or the idea of him with his actions, even though she actually feels way more for Cinco.
Yeah, it was just it looked like there was a lot of unresolved feelings when Cinco left, and like I know that's partly on him too because he was so indecisive, and he was like, "No, no one can say I'm indecisive." I'm like, I'm still saying that, but like I want you
He
to
is
still be
indecisive.
here being indecisive, even though I'm annoyed with you. Um, it's just like I don't know. I don't see her and Charlie going anywhere after that situation happened. I think he's
He's definitely gonna turn his head for
completely
New
done.
Girl.
Um, who else? I'm like,
Oh, well, after that, oh, Cash is like, Charlie, you don't have any competition. I think he's just like, no, like, he just is not buying it for the time being. But Will and Kira have a conversation on the couch, and Will says he's falling in love with Kira.
no, oh my God, I forgot about this
He's like, I'm
conversation
falling in
because
I
she
love this
says
about you, or I love that about you.
she says we're so much better. Like I'm so happy right now. We're so much better after Casa. And I was like,
Huh.
um, I don't even want to speak on this because like I have nothing good to say.
It's weird to me. It feels like inauthentic in a sense, even though I don't want to say that since I don't know their relationship and I'm not there. But I get like a very off vibe with them, and I got it more so now than ever. Like, I've only had hints of it until last night's episode, to the point where I feel like I couldn't speak on it because I'm like, oh, I find them cute still, whatever, whatever. And then I don't know, I just got weird. Like, she just wants to do anything to make him happy and is so into him that it feels like she's just blinded by anything. And that is like not okay to have in a relationship.
The only thing that I did think about was this kind of happened, like this could just be an edit because this kind of happened to me. Like I feel like they made me, not to this extent because we also didn't have Casa more, but they made me come across as like Dylan was the only guy I was interested in. Like I was so gung-ho for him, and like that was not the case. And I feel like when I watched the episodes back, I was like, oh my God, like I look kind of really thirsty for this man. And like I wasn't. I was so open to getting to know other people. And I think it's just a narrative that plays out every season on Love Island, no matter what. Like I feel like the Selly and Johnny thing last year, and now it's the Will and Kira thing. And I I could see her being edited in a way that for sure, like, she might not like him as much as we're being told she does. I know her actions and stuff do that, but like, I also was all over Dylan, but that doesn't mean that I'm like obsessed or in love with him, you know? Like, and I said the same thing. I was like, if I find out that he did something with someone else, that's on me, not him, because I
Mm-hmm.
turned a blind eye to it. And so I get what she's talking about in that situation. So I'm trying to see it from another side because when I was watching it, I was like, holy red flag. But I don't know. I don't
I
know.
totally, like, Alex is right. Like, I knew while she was there that she was not 100% with Dylan at any point. Like, I think if they had brought in 10 out of 10 guys, Alex for sure would have been, like, all of a sudden in some kind of love triangle. It was not clear that it was just Dylan at any point.
Mm-hmm. I just think that, like,
But
he's the only guy that she's interested in because there's no one else
I disagree with that, though. I think that she's just, like, I think it doesn't matter who comes in. I think Kira's blindly obsessed with him, in love with him.
I'm seeing everyone. Everyone's like, no,
Yeah,
Kira
Kira
is
is so,
obsessed with him.
yeah, she is.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't know.
I think she has 100% real feelings. I don't think he is fully into her, or like I think he's into her and stuff, but I don't think he feels the same level of connection or whatever.
I think
And
he's
that's
in
the off
lust.
balance. The off balance for me is like what ruins all of it.
Oh yeah, no, I
They're not on the
totally
same
agree.
page. If they were on the same page, it would change everything. It's just because they're not on the same page that it like feels wrong.
No, I see all of your points too, and I see everyone in the chat's points. I'm just trying to look at it from a different point of view, just in case we're completely off and wrong. But someone did make a good point that a lot of the ex-Islanders that have come off this season have said that like they really do alienate themselves, like they are together all the time. She really likes him. I don't know, maybe like Will just doesn't show. No, I'm trying to make excuses. It's not good.
Let's do the Hearts on Fire challenge. Okay, so before they started the challenge, all the girls got dressed up in like short, tight dresses, like cocktail attire to the T. I think they thought when they dressed up like that because of last year, girls came in.
Yes.
That they thought that was going to happen again. So they purposely all got like super hot because even before their stripper costumes, because last year girls came in.
When I know I'm skipping ahead, but like when Ariel came in, I was like, do they really not know that that's Ariel? Because I would be able to tell in 5 seconds.
I wrote that down. But we can skip ahead. So she came in and they were all acting like they didn't know it was her until she took the mask off. I feel like I'd be able to know so fast.
It must have been like staged.
I think they were just playing along with it.
Yeah, there's no way. I was just like, huh?
It was funny. I mean, I was a little shocked that she did that.
Me too.
I was like, hell yeah, this feels like actual Ariel to us. Like something she would come up with and want to do.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. But sorry, back to the strip challenge.
So Josh was first. He was a devil.
He's so cute. Like I like him. His tail just killed me.
I just thought his thing was just like funny. Like I was just laughing. Like there were some people where I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe they're doing this. Like, oh, I need to breathe for a minute. Like, wow. And then some people I'm like, oh, they're so cute. Ha 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 ha. And he had like the OMG so cute. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, he didn't have a shirt on, right? Because the theme was ripping off
the shirt.
How did the guys how are those shirts so unstable that they just kind of rip apart like
that? They're meant for that.
They are?
Yes.
Their shirts created.
Or you can like rip little holes, or you can rip like little holes in it and then just like go from there. Like you can start the tear and then just like fully tear it off.
Interesting.
I know.
Well, before we get in.
Yeah, so let's take a quick minute to hear from another one of our sponsors before we get through the rest of the stripper routine reactions and everything else. So Ana Luisa is the first direct-to-consumer jewelry brand to become carbon neutral. That means that for all the CO2 they produce during the creation of their jewelry and running their business and the shipping of their order, it all has to be counterbalanced with the same amount of oxygen. They've been offsetting carbon emissions since January 2020 and are now completely carbon neutral, which we think is pretty cool. They have a summer sale going on right now for 20% off Ana Luisa jewelry pieces. ANALUISA. It's dainty, chic, everyday, timeless jewelry. It's affordable, it's great quality, long lasting, and versatile. And we absolutely recommend checking out Ana Luisa. So just go to shop.analuisa.com/aftertheisland. We love them. Their pieces start at just $39 and you can get 20% off with their summer sale right now. #AnaLuisa NY ANALUISA.
And one more break for our other sponsor, Nutrafol. Are you impacted by weak or thinning hair? Then you should check out Nutrafol. The supplement is clinically shown to improve hair growth and thickness with less shedding. I have been taking my Nutrafol for about a month now, and I am obsessed with it because of all the vitamins. I tell you guys, like, every time I talk about it. My mom's a nutritionist, and she looked at the ingredients and was like, this is so good for hair, but also just good in general for your body. So Nutrafol supports healthy hair growth from within by targeting the 5 root causes of thinning: stress, hormones, environment, nutrition, and metabolism. But remember, healthier hair growth takes time. You'll begin to experience thicker, stronger, faster growing hair in 3 to 6 months. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the code AfterTheIsland to save $15 off your first month subscription. This is their best offer anywhere, and it's only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus, free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com/AfterTheIsland.
Amazing. All right. So after Josh was my favorite performance of the night, I think. And it took me by surprise. No.
I was like,
he gave me like a ha 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 the reaction of the two. It was Corey's. Oh my gosh. So he had the construction outfit. He went for it. And I think maybe I just had this reaction because I picture him as like 8th grade Corey. Like I always refer to him as like I think his relationship level feels like it's in 8th grade. Like, he's like, I like you. My friend has a crush on you. And I'm like, what is going on? But it was like, no more 8th grade Corey all of a sudden. And he was like, he was going wild.
I cried at him having the hat over his
oh, I know, over his junk at the beginning.
Yeah, like it was right there, and I was like, okay,
so funny.
Okay, but yeah, he killed it. I think he was probably the best. Can we talk about Jeremy's?
Wait, I have them all in order, so can we just go down the line?
Sure.
So Will was next, and he was Magic Mike hip hop guy.
I have no idea what he was. He just had on sweatpants.
He also was like, I didn't think he was good. Like, I didn't enjoy his routine at all. No offense, Will. Well, I am a big Will fan, but I did not think it was very fun.
It was so awkward when, like, Kira was like, he didn't kiss me.
Yeah.
Because if she's getting mad about that, yeah, I just literally spit everywhere.
Up. Kira started tearing up and was like, and someone was like, girl, it's probably because you have red lipstick on. She had a lot of red lipstick on, and I don't know if you remember Caro from season 1 with her red lipstick during this, but everyone was like, oh, get away from me with that red lipstick.
Wait, but that honestly reminded me of having a friend saying, oh my God, he didn't text me back. Like, I will come up with any excuse in the book. I'll be like, he probably died. Like, he can't answer right now.
He's
like,
probably on the phone with his grandma.
Like. That's what it sounded like. So it was so awkward. But then, sorry, I'm jumping ahead to the girls, but no, I'm just kidding. It was just like Kira then like went for it on Will, and I was like, at least give him the same freaking energy that he gave you.
I would have skipped him altogether.
Same. That's what I was expecting her to do.
I would have skipped him and gave the person directly next to him a show.
My petty ass would have been like literally next on his best friend. Like.
Yes. Or whoever like I thought he felt slightly threatened by. That's exactly who I would have done it for, because it's all fun and games.
Yeah.
And it was a game.
Yeah.
But next was Charlie. Was he Peter Pan?
No, he literally had Peter me Pan myself because I thought he was an elf, and he came out and he was like this. And he like hopped over, and then I died inside. It was so funny.
He was so funny. I'm bummed we don't get to see the process of people picking out the costumes, because it's pretty funny, because I bet all the girls just stress the hell out over what they're going to wear and which one they're going to be. Like, it's like a fight to the death for the good costumes. And then the boys are probably like, ha ha ha, Peter Pan.
I'm crying that I thought it was just like an elf. And he was like, he.
Robin Hood. Okay.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Oh, my bad, guys. Okay, it looks like Peter Pan, too. It's like whatever you want to make it.
Oh, my God. That was so funny. He was good, though. He
was pretty good.
Charlie's really hot. I noticed this episode, like, whoa.
He didn't pick Cash up. Like, he did like a lift on one of the girls, and it wasn't Cash.
It was Genny. Because Genny looked at Cash and was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't know he was going to do that. And Cash was like, ew, like, relax. It's fine. I don't know. I don't like look at that as anything serious.
Yeah, I don't think he thought it through.
Competition, a challenge.
Okay, Jeremy. I said I didn't know what Jeremy's costume was either. I said he looked like a meme. I don't know if you guys have seen the videos on YouTube where it's like, I'm looking at the sunset. Or like, do you know the guy that like does that? And he's like, I'm watching the sunset.
No.
Like, or he goes to the gym and like messes with people at the gym. I bet some people in the chat have seen the videos of the guy that's like, I'm looking at the sunset. Well, anyways, he purposely dresses up like really dorky. And Jeremy literally just looked like a meme. On. I know, but with jorts and stuff, so he was technically a biker, but like
Joe Dirt.
But yes, it looked like he was a meme. It didn't look like he was a costume.
He was just, I like kind of thought it was funny. I don't hate him.
No, he was not sexy whatsoever, but he was very funny.
Yeah.
Like, I would have enjoyed that to like kind of change it up. Like, it's fun to see some of the like the strip routines all out, but I definitely need some funny ones mixed in, and his would have been like the funniest one for me to watch.
Yeah.
He was so hilarious. So maybe he really is this funny.
He ripped off his shirt too.
Yeah, he did.
His body is... I have no words.
Yeah.
I have no words. Also, I do see everyone saying, like, his dad works for CBS. I just want to touch on that. Like, that's not legal, I don't think, being on a show when your parents work for the network.
Yeah, they
we
asked
had to
you all
fill
those
out
questions.
like things that ask if you're any family member or like person you date or have dated works for it. So just touching on that, sorry.
So they're saying he was Grease Lightning. And we're like, biker
no.
gang. Was he Grease? Is that what
I was gonna say Sons of Anarchy or something.
We were so off.
Not
with
John
that.
Travolta.
Okay.
Sick.
Sick. I don't like it now.
Oh man.
I liked him better as like a meme. Okay, all these people are like, Elizabeth, what are you talking about? Just look up after the live. Don't do it now because we want you guys here for this. But just I'm looking at the sunset on YouTube, and you'll be like, okay, this is funny. But okay, Jeremy then goes to make out with Genevieve, like in his little thing. The gum in her mouth.
Oh my
I
gosh.
hate making out with someone with gum in my mouth. I can't do it.
Well, he like fed it to her, didn't he?
Oh, I thought it was already her gum she was chomping on.
Oh, I think he had a stick of gum in his mouth and he put it in hers, which is even thicker to me.
Okay, that's fun then. Because I was gonna say like I thought she's just chewing on gum through this whole challenge, or just sitting there chomping on gum, and I'm like, who gave her a piece of gum? Like we never had gum in the villa.
No, you weren't allowed to chew gum.
Yeah, because why would we be chewing gum like with a mic next to you? But you're right, he totally had it as part of his costume and fed it to her, so that makes total sense now.
Her reaction to, I don't know if it was to Jeremy or not, but like I died at Jenny's reaction. They flashed to her face. She was like, and it was so funny. It's like totally gonna be a meme. I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, she seemed like she was having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I was happy.
Yeah, and then Cinco came out.
And he was a nerd.
He was a nerd. Do you think it's because he was like, I'm Melvin, like I'm gonna like do a groove? What's the
I don't know.
I can't even think of what I'm thinking about.
He just
But
was
he
funny.
was just like he took his suspenders and
he went
was
right
just, like
he went all out.
He
was the one that
really
pulled...
like him.
You didn't?
No, I really do
like
him.
I thought you were like, I didn't really like him, and I was like, oh, he was great. He picked Cash up and was like going for it. He gave Trina a great lap dance. I was like, wow. People are like magic. Some of these guys are like Magic Mike status, and girls. I'm like, well, where do you guys learn this?
Okay, I heard that in the finals you had to literally dance with no music.
And do a strip routine?
Not a strip routine, but like you had to dance with no music. Like they'd be like, no, absolutely not. You're not being cast.
Funny, yeah. Thank God we didn't have to do that, because I would have been like,
No, I would have been. No, I was like that when I had to dance. It was really terrifying.
So Jenny was first for the girls in a tiger costume. I thought that was cute.
Yeah, like it.
They didn't show much of it.
She was just like grinding on everyone. That's what I got.
Yeah.
But I liked her costume. I think I was like,
yeah, I thought she looked great.
Yeah.
Kira's costume was unidentified. What was this costume?
It was like, it reminds
Marie
me of that
Antoinette?
little Bo Peep almost.
But like,
it wasn't. I don't know.
If someone tries to pass this as little Bo Peep, like, I'm just like, it basically was like half the girls just had like sexy lingerie on.
Yeah, everyone's body looked just ridiculous, but I think the person who took the cake for me was Olivia. Like, she with the teacher.
I wrote down hers too. Yeah, I thought she was the best.
I think she killed it, and I think that Trina's outfit was my favorite.
Wait, I'm not done with Kira.
Okay.
Butt was legit out.
Everyone's butt was out.
Not all of their butts were out. Like, it was wild. Like, it was more out than we see them in swimsuits.
I don't know. I saw a lot of their butts out. Olivia literally
during
pulled
this whole
her
challenge.
Yeah,
I'm saying like we don't really see that in the day-to-day in the villa. Like they can't wear thong bikinis or anything, but all of a sudden they can wear thongs during a stripper challenge.
I did see a couple of shots of the girls' butts though, like over the course of the episode.
I was like, wow.
So that they are getting comfortable showing it now.
Yeah, maybe. And Jeremy goes about. Oh, wait, no, like, Cash came out, and she was, like, a dark angel, was she?
Yeah, I cried. She killed it. I mean, she's a dancer, so she obviously wins by default, but I think Olivia showed up, like,
yeah.
She bit into that apple and just threw it, like, she, like, chucked it at Corey. Corey was like...
Someone made a comment, I wrote it down which one it was, but Josh... he goes, nice use of props. And
Yeah.
I agree, Josh.
The pencil.
She did a really good job with the props. And the lipstick, she wrote like an X.
She pulled a Calvin. Remember when he was like, I dropped my banana?
Yes.
And he like,
yes.
No, I was literally crying. I think she was the best.
She was definitely the best. It brought me right back to her first audition tape where she was like, Alaska kicks ass. And I'm like, yes, that was like the same energy that we got in that statement.
It's so funny because I think people aren't realizing. I think that she's like a super sexual person, which they're kind of showing now because all the guys want to make out with her. Like in challenges, they're like, I need to see what the hype's about. And it's just so funny, like, because we wouldn't expect that in the beginning because she was not portrayed as that. But she literally said me the whole time. She was like, the pencil drop just killed me. It absolutely killed me. She was like, oops.
I like how she told everyone they were in detention.
I know. And then Trina made out with Cinco, and he was like, I thought she hated me.
No, I think she was just being cute and sexy and like just having fun.
Yeah, she killed it. But then like right after, she went back to hating him.
Hers was not super raunchy either.
No, I think she did
had
great.
A good balance.
I really liked
confident
her
again.
outfit. It reminded me of Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake when they dressed up in the Canadian tuxedos. I loved it. And then Ariel came out.
I think they like knew it was her and they were just trying to hype it up and like play along with it.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Because it was so obvious. I mean, how do you not know? You're like, oh, a new girl? She looks exactly like Ariel.
I know. Also, I skipped with like writing down like the results of the heart rate thing because
it's
I
so
feel
fake.
Like it's so rigged. They just like do it to either start shit or to like clarify things. Like it's just not like it never actually like works. And like I wish it did because it's funny.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to get that to work and be like consistent, especially when everyone's like moving around and get like dancing on. Like you can't tell like what the heartbeat is or not.
Yeah, like Cormac having the highest heart rate for my wiener costume, like totally set up. Set up.
And like all the guys having it for Caro because she just scared the shit out of them. She was like, why are you not cheering for me? She was like yelling at everyone.
Oh, we skipped Shannon. I totally forgot.
Oh, shoot, we did. Was she a vampire?
She looked hot. I don't know what she was.
I just put amazing performance was my notes.
Yeah, she went, no, that was Olivia. Shannon, I remember Shannon sitting in the results and she was like, what, was I like not part of the challenge? Because I don't think they said her name for anyone.
I thought she did great. Shannon went for the sexy route.
Yeah.
Did not hold back. She was like jumping on Josh, like licking his neck, flicking her hair backwards. Like she was doing a great job.
You know what made me kind of cringe?
What?
So like I died when Cash was like, not me being loyal, and then it was like not me not being loyal.
Oh, I know.
And then
so funny.
But like Genny tried to copy it, and I was just like, oh god. I just like I couldn't get past it.
Oh, I thought it was funny that she did that too.
Oh my god, I did not think it was funny at all. I don't know why.
They all did it though.
No.
Didn't they all say something like that?
No, she was just like, not me coming for my bestie's boyfriend. Did she say boyfriend?
Bestie's boyfriend, maybe. But I think she was joking.
I don't know. It just like gave me weird vibes. So then I'm crying. It says it's so rigged. So then whatever, Ariel comes in and she tells them the results and everything, and then she's like, oh, also America's been voting for their favorite people.
She faked them out so bad.
It was so good.
They all believed it. I loved that fake out, but it was mean. Like she got them. Like, and that I think they like really believed.
Yeah,
like,
I don't
think they fell for the stripper thing, but they fell for that, and everyone was like, oh fuck.
Yeah. So I mean, all the girls that were saved, Shannon.
Yeah.
Cash.
So Olivia's the first to be saved by vote. Trina's in the bottom 3. Shannon's safe. Genny's bottom 3. She goes, does the American public has been voting, and do they like you? Not so much.
No,
and I was like, oh my god.
So funny.
Then Cash is safe. Kira's in the bottom 3. Charlie is safe. Jeremy is bottom 3. Corey is safe. Cinco's bottom 3. Will is bottom 3. Josh is safe. So the first is the girls decide to save Trina first instead of saving Kira first, which I thought was really interesting.
I was actually not shocked by this. I had a feeling they were going to save her because she has not had a chance to get past this Cinco Cash triangle. So they were like,
if she goes home now, like, it just would crush her, like, confidence and just not feel fair.
Yeah, and, like, she hasn't been able to open herself up to, I mean, she, like, kind of has, but it's
tried,
not the same.
Yeah.
And I think they were thinking in general, like, Kira and Will are kind of basically in a relationship, or, like, what they're selling to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if they actually are, they can go home and be happy, you know?
Yeah.
I'm being, like, because I think that's why they made that choice.
Mm-hmm.
And Kira was, like, so mad.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, she hasn't talked to any of them yet.
I thought that was, like, a little dramatic.
Oh, it's so dramatic.
I get it, but
kind of immature,
you also have to see it from their point of view, too. Like, Trina doesn't have a guy, you do.
Yeah.
And I think that if Kira didn't get saved by the guys, or the guys saved Kira, right?
Yeah.
And the girls save Will.
Yeah.
I think if the girls didn't save Will, the guys wouldn't have saved Kira.
Would not have?
Mm-mm.
Oh, no way.
Like, they both would have just went home.
No way. If it was, like, reverse order, then, like, yeah, 100%.
And I think it was interesting to see Shannon be like, I don't think that we all actually agree on this. And then they went back to discuss again.
Ariel was like, it has to be unanimous.
I know. I know, like, producers are in her ear probably like, no, that's not no. Tell them that it has to be, like, a whole freaking villa vote, not just two on one or whatever. I guess Shannon wanted Cinco to stay. And Cash wanted him out.
No, Cash wanted Cinco to stay.
I got the impression
went back
she
and
didn't.
Forth. She went back and forth.
Yeah, she was like, don't put it
Charlie
on me.
heard her say, I want to save Cinco. And he called her out for it after.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she went back on it.
So Trina was probably like, get him out. Get him out. I don't want to see this man.
Oh, yeah. And right? I don't know. It's just, Do you think that if Kira got sent home by the boys first and the girls would have saved Will, do you think he would have stayed or do you think he would have left?
I think he would stay.
I do too.
Like, no question.
Which is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Which means they need a split.
Yeah, I don't.
It's just I so don't uneven.
Yeah, I don't think that he would go. I think he would probably be like, I don't know. It's hard to tell because also I wish that they didn't tell them like America's voting on their favorite people because then everyone just like
knows where they stand.
Yes, and they know when to put on a show and when not to. Like, which is kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Like, now Shannon knows that she's a favorite. Cash knows she's a favorite. Trina knows that like she has to do something for her to stay. I don't know. It's all super interesting. I also forgot that Will and Cinco were like best friends, and they were the ones left down too.
That's why they were like hugging each other and like holding their hands.
Yeah,
were,
I forgot.
So sad.
I forgot. That was cute.
I know. I felt bad.
That was cute.
So Genny and Cinco go home. Genny, it was not a shock that she was the one going home. It was a bummer. I wish we could have seen more of her. I thought she was fun. A fun add to the villa. But I feel like it was Cinco's time. And like I personally would have voted Cinco out if I had the choice.
See, I wouldn't. I would have kept Cinco.
I don't dislike Cinco. But I am over this triangle and like think if like Cash wants to be with him, then Cash should just leave and go be with him. Because it's like I can't watch that anymore. Like I want to watch people like fall in love, not watch people have like confused feelings anymore.
Yeah, well, it was interesting, like, at the end, he was like, it's always been Cash. Like, why couldn't he just say that? I want to ask him.
I think if he had said that before, like, I know he was, like, trying a little, like, telling her, like, I'm going for you, I'm going for you. I think if he had made it really dramatic, like, I am here to pursue you. I want to see where this goes. Like, I think if he was less conflicted about, like, when he displayed his feelings, I think that would have changed everything. And I think then Jeremy would have gone home.
Yeah. Well, there must be something we're missing about
There
Jeremy
is.
because he's been saved twice now. There's
Why? Like,
gotta
I
be
was
something.
shocked he was saved right away over Will, to be honest. Like, I just thought that, like, I just didn't, like, I know the Islanders are kind of like, dude, what's going on? But I just feel like the guys would have saved Will first over the other ones. Like, and it's weird because Will doesn't feel like uncomfortable about it all. He's just like, that's what happened and whatever. And that is kind of like the right mentality. But like, Kira is so butthurt about it.
Yeah,
pissed.
well, but it's weird because. Oh, wait, sorry. I was taking that as a totally different way. Sorry. I was talking about the Casso Moore thing, but you're talking about her being upset.
Mhm.
But also, Will was upset too because
Yeah.
he was like, I want to know who didn't want me to stay. And that's what triggered the whole Shannon Will fight, which.
Right. He was like, what's going on? They feel betrayed. And he's like, why did they pick Jeremy and Trina over us? And I'm kind of like, yeah, what is going on? What are we missing?
I don't think we're missing anything. I think they're doing the same. Like, they're
just like chatting. Do you think they know too that they think they planned it or whatever? They think that like they already knew each other and maybe that's playing into it.
Well, in the Laid Bare episode, Leslie's grandma like told Leslie, and so Leslie told everyone at the villa that Will and Kira knew each other. So they brought it up. And
I freaking love that it's coming from her grandma, like not her friend, not like, oh, Leslie saw it online, like Leslie's grandma.
They really positioned that amazingly because if it's not true, they can get away with it. But if it is true, Leslie's grandma is going to be the hero of the season.
Leslie, is your grandma available for an episode? Because that would be awesome.
But basically,
Charlie calls out Cash for wanting to save Cinco, and he's like, I heard you say Cinco, and she kind of tried to deny it. And when he was like, I heard you say it, then she owned up to it.
Yeah, I need them to like stop talking about it, Exactly.
That's why I'm glad Cinco finally left.
Wait. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna stop talking about it, even though he's gone though. I need to see where it progresses because I think Charlie is gonna turn his head immediately because I think he's over it.
I do too. Now Kira and Will aren't talking to anybody, and Josh was like, let's not dwell, dude, you were saved. And I am happy that Will was asking the guys, like, what happened. He was like, what's going on? Like, why was I not picked? And all the guys were kind of like, talk to the girls.
Yeah.
They wouldn't give him an answer. They like literally told him to talk to the girls.
Well, because they didn't pick him to stay.
Yeah.
But like, I just think it's kind of a moot point at that stage. Like, why do you care?
Yeah.
Obviously for drama, but he knows it's Shannon. Like, he knew it. And he didn't even have to ask. So he called Shannon over for a talk, and oh my God. I know there's so many split opinions on this.
Oh my God.
I don't even know how I feel about it because it was so wild. Like, they were both disrespecting each other.
They were both bad. That fight brought out the worst in both of them. That was like, they both just like lost their cool, and I don't know if it's because they're both on an island for too long is what's happening, but like they both were rude to each other, and I think it was not Shannon's place to be having that conversation with him. I think if Kira wants to do whatever, then like, yeah, I get you're sticking up for your friend, you feel like you need to be her voice, but like if she's not gonna listen and like agree with that and then just be like mad that you did that, there's no point in you doing that.
I saw I don't know if I even want to say this, but it's like she wasn't the one that told her, so actually it doesn't really make sense. But I don't hate Shannon talking to him about this because I think he needed to be put in his place. I think that he isn't accounting for his actions because he literally said to Shannon, Flo wanted to stay in my bed, and Shannon was like, okay, like, there's the word no, and there was a whole bed that was empty because Josh was sleeping with someone too. So like,
I'm glad she fought it, but I just wish she wasn't like screaming at him over it. I wish it was, if she was calm, cool, collected about it, she would have got her point across way better.
Well, the thing is that Will was asking her, and then every time she tried to explain it, he just started interrupting her. And it was like so obnoxious that I would probably get to the point where I would just be like, stop talking to me. Like, literally, why do you want to talk to me if you're not going to let me speak on what I think?
Yeah. But like, my point is, if you do that and you react like that, they're never going to hear you out. And I feel like you just need to be like, this is what is going on. Like, I just think there's a different approach to that. I think maybe it was necessary, especially if she's feeling this angry towards him for everything, or if there's this much tension, or if she wants to put him in his place, or like wants to sit him down and be like, look, this isn't cool, blah, 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 blah. I think especially someone like Will, you can't come at them guns a-blazing, or they're going to get really defensive and have an even worse reaction too, and then it's just going to be all screaming. But
well,
he was rude back, and I think that's what made it worse.
Yeah, I just don't understand like why he would ask in the first place if he was going to be all defensive like that anyway. And I just like keep going back to the Flo thing where he says she wanted to sleep in my bed. It was her. Like when we literally talked to her Friday and she said I asked him specifically every single night that I slept in his bed to specifically say to me, I want you to sleep in my bed. She said I never ever ever like forced it on him. I made him say that he wanted it or I wasn't going to sleep in his bed because ew, like I'm not like that.
He's
so him putting the blame all on her, it just makes me like so off him. I just am over it.
Yeah, he's got no accountability. I think that conversation brought out his immaturity, and we were like, okay, whoa, he's screaming at her right back. Like, that's not cool. I
think he's also like super uncomfortable in the villa at this point. I think like
that was a lot.
He was talking about how he doesn't understand a lot of the guy's jokes, which like is probably super uncomfortable, like in the laid bare thing. And he's getting attacked from all angles, which like I don't
kind of
disagree with.
Yourself,
yeah,
I think you can't be rude to Shannon because of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And even if she's yelling at you,
standing up for her friend.
Yeah, even if she's yelling at you, you gotta just like remain calm. Like you already know Shannon's a firecracker. You already know if you're gonna fight back, it's gonna make it worse. Like, but also I wish that Shannon also had like talked to Kira or said like, hey, I feel like I need to talk to Will about everything, or like I'm saying.
But
something.
Will asked her.
Oh, you're right. He did.
Like Shannon didn't go up to him and just start this. Like he pulled her. She was already annoyed because she was eating, and she was like, dude, like really? Like I just wanted to like eat in peace.
Oh, you're right. She did bring her food over.
Yeah.
I just think it all could have been done without the yelling, but it was yikes.
It was the entertainment we needed.
I know. Someone commented back to something. It was like, Elizabeth, you said you needed drama and you got it. And I was like, no, not now. I don't want it. I'm like, wow. Now I just want to watch everybody fall in love. I'm all done with the toxic stuff. I'm all done with the Cinco triangle. At least that's done. I'm just like so ready for like new storylines and new things to be going on because I'm over that. It's so crazy how conflicted everybody is over Shannon in this whole situation.
I know.
It's hard because you can see both sides. I just wish that if it was more calm, cool, collected, then like I would be able to hear them both out on their sides more and then decide, you know, kind of where I would sit with it. It was just tough.
Someone was like, so all in all, Shannon was hangry.
She was hangry.
That's really where funny. We land on that. And then
new girls.
Yeah, new girls. I hope they bring the fire because we need something. Anything.
And then we got to see who was like selected for the dates. So Corey selected Ellie for the entree. Will, Alana selected you for the entree. Jeremy, Haley selected you for the entree. Bailey, sorry. It autocorrected. Charlie, Ellie is dessert. Corey, Bailey is dessert. And then Jeremy, Alana is dessert. So we're going to see Corey on 2 dates, which is wild. I wonder how Olivia's going to feel. Or do you think Corey's going to switch his head?
No, I don't.
You don't?
I mean, I think he'll like probably entertain it, but I don't think he's going to switch from Olivia.
Yeah.
I think if anything, if it's not romantic, because I kind of don't see it, to be honest, but I think they're going to stay in a friendship couple no matter what. That's what I get from it. But it's interesting that everyone's going after Corey.
I know. And I think Jeremy will for sure like one of these new 3 girls.
Jeremy's
he's got 9 lives. He needs to go on to his 10th life, so he will go for one of these girls. I'm just like super curious to see if Will have any interest in them or something, because I could just kind of see it at this point.
I don't think he's gonna do anything now because
I don't either. I feel like if they
put
Flo back, he would though.
I don't know. I mean,
Or
I
is
think
he
it's
just too
too far
scared of
gone at this
Shannon?
point. I think it's too far gone. Did you hear Matthew
Scared of
Hoffman's
Shannon
like?
now.
I don't know if this was. I don't think it was directed towards Will, but it was directed towards someone. It was like, I hope she has health insurance because like he was alluding to like Shannon like knocking her out. It was just so like Matthew literally says everything in like the funniest joking way that you're thinking about. That's so messed up, but it's so good.
Oh my, I know. Do you think Charlie will turn his head for Ellie, maybe?
Is that who he's going on a date with?
Yeah.
No.
No?
I don't see it. But like I know nothing about these girls.
I know. I didn't get much from them. Honestly, the only one that felt kind of dry to me, I think was Bailey. Like
Oh, I got
the
most from her.
You did? Is she the one that they showed last of the three?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so. She's like a marketing intern or something.
I didn't get enough from her. I felt like, like it was almost like her little sentences they showed of her were fed directly to her.
I think all of them are.
You do? The
Yeah.
other two seem more like natural about
well,
what
the
they were
other girl
saying.
said that she usually attracts married men.
Oh yeah, that was
And
huge
I was
red
like,
flag.
wait, but like, why are you even saying? No hate, but like, why are you saying that on Love Island? There's no married men here anyway.
I know.
Like,
there's
huh? Huh?
Huh? But yeah,
I
so it'll
hope
be
you don't bring that up in your date.
I know.
I can't. And then wait, is the girl's name Alana or what did she say? She said like
Alana.
Elena or something.
I think it's Alana.
The way she said it, it confused me a little bit.
I think we thought it was Elena and it is Alana is how she said it.
She said it differently than Alana because that's how I was saying it.
Oh, I thought she said it as Alana.
Alana? I don't know. I forget. Someone will know. But yeah, I'm happy about these new girls. We did need new boys though. I don't know why.
I don't know why it's new girls.
I don't either.
Totally should have been new boys.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Do you think they'll add 3 new boys before doing a recoupling or no? You think they'll recouple with these girls and then add 3 new boys?
Unless they're trying to like get rid of some of the OG girls.
Like, cause then Trina doesn't stand a chance right now.
Yeah, no,
3
Trina doesn't. No,
Trina's
that's
gone,
true.
so it's like, why is she even there?
Unless
what?
Even though she literally made a comment, she was like, I forgot that I was with Jeremy. Like, I literally forgot. What if they like get back together? I would die. That'd be so funny and so random.
Okay, no, I'm done with the random get back together. It's like the Olivia Corey, it was like, no, I can't do it now again.
Alana. That's what she said.
Okay.
Yeah. I think. I don't know.
New boys is a must, but it'll be interesting to watch tonight.
Yeah, it's just the dates on Paramount Plus, right?
Yeah. I'm excited to see them. Oh, and apparently all the girls were saying none of the guys would look up. Like, they were all purposely not looking up.
Well, like, why would
I know, you're not allowed to do that. If you're on a date, you can't be up, like, eyeballing back up there. I think what's going to happen is Kira's really going to frickin' lose it and she's going to be like, Will, you didn't even look up at me. And he's going to be like, uh-oh, she's getting crazy. That's my prediction.
I can't.
My prediction is that these new girls are going to make Kira freak out, and it's just going to be like major couple issues.
Something else, please. Please, anything else.
I wouldn't mind watching that.
I just need new.
I just cannot believe he didn't bring Flo back still. That was just like a not a good decision. But I feel like that's pretty much everything.
Yeah. I need some new something.
I know. I think we just need some new boys. But we'll be back tomorrow to talk about Paramount Plus. While we have 1.1 of you in here, please give this video a like. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We love seeing you guys here every day. We have so much fun with this. So like this video, leave us a comment. Make sure to check out our Instagram page. We always post like good social stuff. We keep up with that. And then, listen back on the podcast too. Leave us reviews. We really appreciate that. But thank you for watching After the Island with us. And once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, HelloFresh, BetterHelp, Nutrafol, and Ana Luisa for their support of our show. So check them out, use our codes, and you'll be able to find all the details in the notes right below.
Bring new boys.
Yes.
Let's hope that they do it in Tuesday's episode because they're definitely not going to do it tomorrow.
I know.
I mean, tonight.
All right.